this online. U.S. prepared for alien invasion in 1950s. There's an article about, I think there's a thing about the CIA. I didn't want to put that in the title, but something about the CIA, and they had a document about it. I imagine there's many documents about it. Like, so they're using nuclear weapons, on the Pacific and underground, and still doing it today. So I think there's always a possibility of an invasion, or it's done behind the scenes. Let's put it that way. Obviously, due to black ops operations and all. The aliens are aware of everything to some level. Maybe not everything, but that's why things are kind of quiet here. Boring. But yeah, I don't know, they say there's a lot going on, I guess, somewhere. Not here. That's not your version of it, I guess. I guess it's your version of what's a lot is going on. But yeah, fourth dimensional, of course, the alien beings, of course, can alter our reality to a certain level. Like, take time, put it back, to actually go backwards. Like if something happens here, they can reverse it to some level. Like it didn't happen, things like that. Depends on what it is. Of course, you have to go through certain situations. Like 2020, you had to go through, and whatever we're heading into the next round. Hasn't fully kicked into gear, of course. Yeah, it's hard to say how that goes, because they can pull back. Like the tariff situation, they can threaten it and then pull it back, and we're going to do this, we're going to buy a candidate, and then they would change their mind. So there's a lot of that. So it's not really clear what. Of course, anything in the Middle East, you mess with that, it's over. And that's still happening. It's just quiet right now. It's still the beginning of the year, so it's not time for a world meltdown completely yet. Not yet. So, but yeah, the invasion. I mean, not that there's an invasion, like a fake alien invasion. That's always on the table too, Phil. Not that would ever go that well. I think they would do it. They don't care, but no. At least nothing. I mean, you wouldn't see it, obviously, but there's no going back once they do it, though. If you have fake aliens, then you gotta kind of, you can't just bury it and forget, as they could. But we're not at that phase yet, of course. Doesn't mean it won't be at some point. It's all just military and government to do it, it feels like they're not prepared for that. At least the public, I don't know, just, like I said, do they really want to open that up? It also has an agenda. At least not yet. Doesn't feel like it's going to happen yet, let's put it that way. Total current price sessions. And the scheduler, the shop here. And they have the university courses. I don't know, sometimes maybe not everything is working yet. I might add details of these here at some point. It's kind of a mystery, but either way, if anybody's interested, or some people are interested, that's good. Somebody's here. Look, somebody's here. An invasion. It's like a raccoon. Female version of a raccoon. So, all right, we're going to I guess the Palladian energies. Show them around. Maybe the Andromedans, the tall whites. Palladian energies for the yeah. Of course, there's always the Zetas. I haven't tapped into them in a long time. Yeah, they play, a role with the government, of course. It's a little bit of a back and forth there. Of course, we're a version of them. I mean, some people are. Of course, we're a version of everything. So, okay, going to, I guess going to the Palladians and then maybe the Zetas. I haven't done that in like ages. And there's Priscilla. Yeah. Not on camera, but, kind of taking away all the attention. Half cat, half gorilla, and half raccoon. So maybe it's half baboon. She's a bit of a baboon. So, all right. Okay, all right. Okay, all right. Go to the Palladians and move on from there. Greens, we have the Palladians. Greens. Invasion? No. Talk of that is not, well, from an alien perspective. I mean, yes, there's some reptilian beings would enjoy to do that. Of course, there are some Palladian beings that are not necessarily for your, your, for your good. Just for selfish reasons. Yes, there's always an alien group that would, and more than want to. Yes, more than they'll take over your planet, but then it'll be their planet, not yours. And there has been a lot of, called galactic wars. Yes, to stop that. Of course, there has been some beings that have infiltrated your planet. As for intermilitary, actually alien entities here as military entities, people, government, of course, that's the same thing. More politicians is a better word for it. Every so often, when they possess someone, we can't go into all the details of that. It's not that important on your end, but yes, there is some interference every now and then. Basically, to turn your world to a certain direction. Well, the idea is to get the population to want a timeline of control, like Brave New World or whatever it might be, to convince you, because you have to want it to happen. But the idea is to, heal the manipulation before it occurs. Because that's it's not easy, of course. Also, your tax audit situation, that's alien infiltrations. They, some people get tax audited and they shouldn't have ever got it. That's some kinds of manipulation. That's something probably feel that. And it goes on and on and on, of course. With your frequency here as a human, you have the right to figure yourselves out. Of course, those of you still struggling with it, but the idea is for you to connect more to the, become more aware of your astral self. But also it's basically, your physical and non-physical to become more, part of your daily life of understanding it. So you're actually protected. Some might feel like it's not protection. We are protected to know too much too soon. Some of you can get ahead of yourselves, but you can also get burned from it at the same time. Well, the world's not ready. As much as you might think it is, it's not. So that's why some of you feel like you're not your full potential here. Well, you're at where you need to be. Yes, you have a lot more potential, but where you are currently isn't necessarily, exactly where you need to be. And sort of course, some you can of course manifest a bit more abilities and powers, but also it can be taken away too, because you can go outside the game that you're in, the system. And yeah, so doing a lot of inner work within the planet. And there are some individuals that are reluctant to. Some do like being a victim. Some are find every reason in the world to not grow. But you leave on the table for well. You also leave on the table to show that growth is not as scary as it seems to be, or we're kind of cryptic the way we're wording it. But to bring, I mean, this more higher frequency Earth that can happen here, uh, but kind of needs some partnerships for that to work. Well, basically, you can bring that frequency in your own lives, what you're doing now. And of course, you're working with what you have, but you can still, as you are now doing, bringing a higher frequency, but you can become more aware of it. Basically, manifesting gets stronger, you feel healthier, and just your energy seems to, so some people might be even jealous of what direction. I mean, you might be living a simple life, but things are working out. You're also bringing good karma to yourself and others. And it's just kind of like you're an alien in, a human reality, basically. And not that you're trying to have all the Joneses things and have this and that, but the idea is to have just the right frequency where you are technically tapping into another reality, healing this. I don't call this a false matrix, but there are, yes, falsehoods here. The chaotic realms. And just beings that don't want you to ascend at all, just want you to feel sorry for yourselves and chaos, and there's a lot of trickery here. The idea is to find some inner pleasantness, calmness, and to continue to evolve, manifest, but at a manifesting form where you're where it's healthy, what's actually helping you move your frequency higher instead of this, the haves and have-nots situation. Also, because you're also, bringing in other parallel realities in, which are alien worlds, into the physical realm. And others have the choice to tap into that also, and to just, for their lives to not be so judgmental and become a little bit more free. So there's technically like a new earth kind of elements of it to some level. More like the new you can say. And you're just not going by the main timeline. You're creating your own. I mean, you're part of the main timeline. It's more of a higher frequency timeline. It's like just a little smidge, for yourself and those around you to just not comply to all the chaotic frequencies that are here. Those that are karmically tied to this earth, that just profit off of chaos, will most likely continue to incarnate with chaos. And it might be saying they're helping you to become more aware of the elites and so on. But they're also lowering the Earth's frequency by doing it. Say they're helping you, but they're also, they're lowering the Earth's vibration. Because they're stirring out emotions, all because of profit. So it's kind of like, some of the conspiracy theories. So you are kind of like conspiracy ministers. And that can be the Archon connection there, but it's just it's a test on you. But like I said, those that are testing societies, we're here to help you, but they really aren't. They're doing their own witchcraft here, and they can easily be recycled here, and have a lot of things they're saying that's going to happen to others will happen to themselves, or whatever it might be. They might feel powerless here. They might have a lot of power in this reality, and then they incarnate again, have no power. Well, then they have to heal from all that karma of disillusion, misleading the public constantly. Some people feel like, we're being informed and so on. You're being informed by chaotic entities. And it's just connecting more to your a positive reality, the chaos, you can see right through it. But how many can do that? They're so busy, locked in to the program. So